one of the craziest rappers of all time, but I tell you what, one of the most controversial too. I remember when Bill O'Reilly really came down on this guy. Indeed, he ruffled a lot of feathers, this rapper did, because of his sexually explicit lyrics, and they were quite explicit. But got his first record, first big hit at number 11 on my fantasy playlist. Oh, it's called "What's Your Fantasy" by Ludacris. Ludacris' real name, Christopher Bridge, and some of his songs, suggestive records, area codes. One of the favorites by Ludacris. "What Them Girls Like," "Moneymaker." That was probably one of his more commercial records, and also "Splash Waterfalls." Oh my God, one of the most explicit songs you'll ever hear. "Splash Waterfalls." Nice rhythm to it, nice music, but boy, the lyrics, it's pretty, it's up there. It's in your face, big time. Number one spot, you like singing about the G spot, Ludacris does. Another one about Ludacris. "What's Your Fantasy" is from his major day. It was his, not his debut album. He put out an album and then he had his major record label debut album, which was called Back for the First Time. And like I said earlier, on in this countdown, these rap albums, they sell. Whether you love them or hate them, they sell. This album, first week of release, sold 133,000 copies sold first week. This album would go platinum 3 times over, selling about well over 3 million copies. This album called "Back for the First Time" by Ludacris, the first single. Uh, uh, "What's Your Fantasy" featuring Shawnna. Shawnna is a pretty aggressive rapper herself, pretty explicit, along the lines of Little Kim back in the day, and also another rapper that came along in 2014 who was a bit explicit at times, Iggy Azalea. Very similar style. There's a remix to this record that features 2 other rappers, female rappers. One of them, Trina. I remember Trina. She was bad. The baddest chick. Trina, Shawnna, and Foxy Brown. Love Foxy Brown. She had a couple of hit records out back in the 90s. Maybe a little bit more commercial than Lil Kim back in the day. Lil Kim, she started quite a bit of controversy herself when she came out back in 96 and 97 because anyway, Shawnna, by the way, she is the daughter of Buddy Gay. Well, I mean Buddy Guy rather, Buddy Guy, a blues musician. Anyway, I believe that's all I got to say about this record. I think I covered all the high points that I wanted to cover about this record. Ludacris, he's pretty. He did one that was absolutely funny, and I don't remember the name of the record that he did about 5 years ago, back in 2010. Uh, it'll come to me after I'm done with this video. By the way, in 2012, Ludacris, he founded a restaurant. He started a restaurant called Chicken and Beer. He opened it at the Hartsfield Jackson International Airport in Atlanta, Georgia. Got his own restaurant. Opened it up about 3 years ago. Ludacris did. Here's platinum selling Ludacris. "What's Your Fantasy" at number 11 on my fantasy playlist. Boy, what a fantasy this was. December 30th, 2000.